Among many ongoing projects, the Goschenhoppen historians operate 2 museums of Pennsylvania Dutch folk culture at Redmond's Hall, Green Lane. Hi, I'm Bob Wood of the Goschenhoppen historians. Welcome to the museums. Come on in. The first museum we'll visit today is on the 3rd floor, so there's a bit of a climb up steps. We first entered the Ziegler Parlor, so named for the Ziegler pipe organ, one of 4 known to exist. Built in nearby Skipack by John Ziegler in about 1830, it was for home use. This room exhibits some furnishings of the good room, or Stube, of a more well-to-do Goschenhoppen resident. The first items we find in our tour of the museum proper are the pulpit, altar, and other items from the old Mainland Union Church, which was raised in 1912. The Goschenhoppen folk region was settled almost exclusively by Germanic immigrants with farming heritage. They were farmers. The museum has an excellent collection of 18th century, that is the 1700s, farm implements and tools. Many of these are unique and perhaps one of a kind. Docents will interpret and guide you on your tour. Before, say, the 1850s and even later, in addition to wool, the primary fabric for clothing and most other textiles was made from the fibers of the flax plant. The Germans brought flax culture with them, and displayed here is flax processing from plant to cloth. The threads of the flax and wool, called yarn by the weavers, were transformed by them into cloth. Once again, museum docents will interpret and explain. In addition to a German loom, this display shows a rare quilling wheel, warping reel, and spool rack. The joiner's shop has everything and anything having to do with woodworking. Joiners made everything from tools to furniture, anything of wood. Next we come to the meticulously recreated attic, complete with wasp nests and sleeping bats. The kammer or bedroom holds a fine 1830s rope bed complete with a full set of authentic linen bed dressing. Next on our tour we come to an 18th century hearth kitchen. All cooking before about 1850, when kitchen stoves came along, was done on the open hearth. Anything you can make on a stove, the old cooks could make on the hearth. The spectacular corner cupboard found here was made about 1820 and was bought at auction by the historians from the log house of Joseph Alderfer, Lower Salford Township. Coming up in time, we next find a mid-19th century parlor set up for a Sunday afternoon social visit and a little quilting by the ladies as the children played underneath the quilt. This room's furnishings reflect the gradual change of the 18th century German stove room to the Victorian-era parlor. Also on display nearby is a very unique collection of 18th and 19th century farming hand tools. Some of these items are perhaps one of a kind. Rounding out the tour, we arrive at a late 19th century kitchen, complete with early kitchen stove. The furnishings here reflect the mix of old 18th century domestic tools and furnishings alongside the newer store-bought things, such as tinware. On the ground floor of Redmond's Hall is housed the Henry Dryhouse blacksmith shop. Dryhouse had his shop in the village of Hendrick Station. This room was created to house his complete collection of tools, donated to the historians in 1992. The Country Store Museum recreates an early 20th century country store. Fixtures come from the Niantic store, and much of the stock comes from the Hereford store when that business sold at auction. The museums are open Sunday afternoons, 1:30 to 4, April through October, except major holidays.